Here is exactly what has always got me going about the place in which we live, and that is the visibility and the distance we can see. I live in the south of England, and I have spent a lot of time on the beaches of the south coast, particularly the Sussex coast at Worthing, Brighton and Eastbourne, and the Lyme Bay area around the coastline of Dorset and Devon. Many times, standing on the beach at Budleigh Salterton, I have seen coastline all around the bay in both directions and thought to myself, I can see a long way, surely much further than I should. But it was not until I discovered that you can quantify the distance you should be able to see through the 8 inches per mile squared formula that I began to really think something wasn't right with what we have been taught about the shape of the earth. I don't have a Nikon 900 camera or their latest version, but I have found it very exciting to discover the exploits of those that have. So it has been particularly pleasing to recently come across a video by Dr. John D using his P900 camera on the Worthing beach, a place I have been quite familiar with in times past, demonstrating just how much coastline you can see but shouldn't. I have lifted some information and screenshotted off his YouTube video to bring you here. His video is called Viewing Selsey Peninsula and the Isle of Wight from Worthing Sailing Club, 8:50 p.m, Monday the 18th of July 2022. So this is a map of the area from Worthing to Selsey and to the Isle of Wight. It reminds me of the times I have looked across Lyme Bay from Budleigh Salterton. The tide was right out and low. An extensive amount of beach was uncovered by the low tide. Here is his tripod set very near the beach at 3 feet 3 inches above the water level. Indeed, technically, the water level was nearly 1.92 metres or 6'4" below mean sea level, due to it being 1 metre or nearly 3 feet 3 inches above the lowest astronomical tide, LAT, at the time. And the lowest astronomical tide is 2.92 metres or 9 foot 7 inches below mean sea level. So I'll just throw in an aside just for a laugh. If the water level is nearly 6'4" below mean sea level, which can clearly be seen in the view of the beach, then where is all this rising sea level which they have been talking about for 20 years plus, and the disasters to come? Global warming and rising sea levels? I don't think so. And here is a practical evidence using your own eyes and your own local beach. How much has the water level risen at the beaches you know of over the years? Think about it. It's all about using your eyes and brain and rejecting the indoctrination and propaganda instilled into you. Still, that's for another day. So having got my little rant out the way, back to Dr. John D's video and proof of a flat earth. His camera runs the whole length of the Selsey Bill and the Isle of Wight coastlines. See his video. I have taken a couple of screenshots. Remember, this is a long way away and shouldn't be seen. It is over water on a warm evening, so moisture and humidity are factors in visibility. But it's not the definition of the coastline that is to be marvelled at, but that the coastline is indeed visible at all. Dr. John gives us an enhanced definition picture, and those coastlines can be clearly seen. So let's look at what can actually be seen compared to what should be behind the curve, i.e. the geometric horizon. First we'll look at Selsey Bill. Now Dr. John D's video pans the whole coastline. The highest elevation on the peninsula is 12 metres above sea level, with the water level being 1.92 metres below mean sea level, the total height that could be visible is 13.92 metres or 45 feet 8 inches above the water level. The Earth curvature calculator shows that with a camera height of 3'3", the geometric horizon is 2.2 miles away, and there is a hidden height behind the curve of 155 feet. So the highest point on the Selsey Peninsula should be 110 feet below the horizon, and clearly this is not the case. Also clear is that there is a further coastline beyond, and this is the Isle of Wight. So let's look at this. The highest point on the Isle of Wight is 100 metres or 328 feet above mean sea level, or 331 feet above the water level. This is 39.2 miles beyond where the camera is, and the geometric horizon has already been established as 2.2 miles away, so is 37 miles beyond the geometric horizon. Looking at the Earth curvature calculator, the hidden height behind the curve is 912 feet. So the highest point on the Isle of Wight should be 581 feet below the horizon. Again, this is clearly not the case, and I thank Dr. John D for all this work. His YouTube video details are in the description.